this old ESPN music out. It used to be Wednesday night hockey.
Yeah.
Barry Melrose and John Punchagras on the pole.
That's right.
I always like to pick up the adjectives those guys use.
Alright, we're plugging you in.
Hey, good evening, T-Bird fans, and welcome live inside the Richmond Arena. We're on the Coliseum rink here tonight for the second game of the day for your Seattle Thunderbirds and the Ridge Meadows Rustlers. T-Birds coming off a thrilling 6-3 victory. Anybody who didn't find out what that final score was when the feed cut out last time, it was 3-1, and the T-Birds came back to get 5 goals in the third period to walk away with a 6-3 victory. This right now will be for a opportunity to be first place in their pool. And we're underway with O'Hala, Laux, and Nash, Warham and Schleusner on the back. Schleusner pushes it up the center, and Laux shoves it over to Nash. Nash pokes his man. Might have got away with one there. Warham stepped up on that, but couldn't come away with the puck, and now it's going back the other way. O'Hala had it. There's a quick wrister in that Blaha gloves down, and we'll hold on to for an offensive zone face-off here for Mission. Now, anybody who's been paying close attention knows Mission here. They haven't got, Ridge Meadows. Thank you. Ridge Meadows hasn't got a win in this tournament, but their last time Seattle played them was a 3-2 win for the Rustlers. Now in comes Nash across the blue line. He poked it over to O'Hala. Now Nash tries to slide it out to Warham. He can't get it there. Schleusner has it jump over his stick, and he dumps it in behind the net. Laux goes to work back there. Him and O'Hala bangs it around the boards. Warham steps up, a quick wrister, hits a goaltender. Big rebound there, 2-3 shots. T-Birds can't place that one in the net. Now Schleusner slides another one in there that's deflected wide by O'Hala. O'Hala looks around and curls it back into the corner. Now it's picked off by Laux in behind the net. Nash holds it there, back to Warham. Warham has a look. He pushes it to Nash. Nash back to Warham again. Warham has a look. There's a wrister kicked away by the Rustlers goaltender, and out comes high in the air the puck, and Rustlers go for a quick change. Schleusner pulls it up over top and misses Warham on the way through there. Everybody hustles back now. Alonso's changed now for the T-Birds. That was a pretty good opportunity for the forwards to go, but only one forward could get around. Puck comes around the board, tipped out into the middle, but not out by Alonso, and now dropped down low. Puck back in behind the net. Warham picks that up, surveys the damage, and flips one high off the glass, bounces over the Ridge Meadows player's skate, and Alonso gives chase into the far corner. Weston holds it in the close corner here. He tries to push it out to Alonso, but it's intercepted by the Rustlers, and out they come. 2-on-3 come the Rustlers. Mueller pesters his man as he crosses the blue line and now bumps him in behind the net. It coughs it up for Shaw. Shaw goes high off the glass, and that goes into the penalty bench area. Somebody's mom over there didn't quite catch that one. 17:42 to go here in the first period. Like I said, game number 2 today for the T-Birds. Gallagher in for that draw and loses it back. Now it's dumped in behind the net, and Shaw will go back to work back there. He bumps with 2 Rustlers behind the net. McGarriger, Shaw made a real nice play there to come out of that scrum with the puck. Then pushed it up the boards. Clank pushed it up to McGarriger, and McGarriger got it in low. Getty's on the first man on that puck. Now it flies back here to Mueller. Mueller flips it up into the air. Looked like a can of corn there from center field, but nobody could put a glove on it, and out come the Rustlers. There's a long dump in there that Vlaha will hold, and Shaw pushes his man away, so Vlaha doesn't maybe take a extra poke that's not needed. Here comes the first shift now for Yamamoto and Anderson. And they'll stay out there with the previous line of McGarriger, Plank, and Gettys. Puck's down, and McGarriger flips it in behind. Yamamoto hammers it around behind the net, but it hits the Zamboni door and flies right in front of the net. Yamamoto had to think quick there. He quick stepped up on that puck, and then he's got it out to the blue line here. Rustler player down, puck is out, then it's back in. One linesman said, no problem. The other linesman sitting up on the bench there, noticed that puck had come out, and he blew it down. Never a good idea as a linesman to not know where your partner's at. Rustlers win that face-off. They twist around, bring it back in, dump it in behind the net. Anderson picks that up, and he backhands it into the other far corner. Yamamoto battles away there, and now Ohala finally fires it out over the blue line, and the Rustlers regroup at center. Rustlers come in. The T-Birds backing up badly there, way too much gap there, and Vlaha had to make a real good save there. They must have gave him 20 feet over the blue line, and now there's an errant pass. It's going to go for icing. Yeah, definitely had a good chance there. T-Birds lucky on that attempt there as the defense backed in a good 15, 20 feet from the shooter. He came in 5, 6 feet over the blue line and snapped one that Vlaha had to be sharp on and block her into the corner. Ohala loses that draw, but Matt Nash picks it up. Schlusner bangs it around the boards to Laux. Laux has a look, flips it up off the glass. He gets a bad bounce there. Nashwood might have been away. That one hit a stanchion and stuck right out into the middle that time. Well, Rustlers got it across center. They push it down into the corner. Warren was going to take a bump there and tries to control the puck with Ohala. Warren digs his foot in, trying to kick it away, and Ohala pokes it back the other way, but the Rustlers come out with it. Block, good little defensive play there by Ohala and the stick. He blocked that centering pass. Now he brings it out over the blue line, gets it to Laux. It's a good play off his skate. There's a quick wrister, but it's blocked by the Rustlers. And Nash steps up and fires one off the left or right hand pad. Warren tries to keep that in. He's bumped while his hand's in the air, and then Ohala comes back and bumps his man. Laux is there. He chops it off the boards just out of the reach of Warren, and Schlusner will control the puck here. Over to Childers. Childers gets it to Weston. Moran kicks it out of his feet and up to his skates, but can't control it, and it's down. And Schlusner will whack it back in again. He's trying to get over to the bench for a change. Mueller switched with him, tells him to move over to the other side so he can get that change. Now the Rustlers break it across the center line. It's dumped in down low. Not a lot of pressure here by the Rustlers as Mueller comes out, hits Childers. Childers backhands one to himself, but loses the puck. Mueller comes to save the day one more time. Mueller's got, he had Childers on the far side and didn't see him. Now Schlusner sees Childers. Childers chips that one and makes a change. That one's down in behind the Rustler net now. Comes around, is corralled there by the Rustlers winger, and Plank battles his man and tries to poke it away. Rustlers will give it a shot going out the other side now. That one's high up off the glass. Good call there by the linesman. That puck wasn't out. Shaw did a good job of keeping it in. Mueller's got that. He twists around and has a quick wrister at the net that's steered to the corner. Now McGarriger comes around, circles in and tries a backhand that goes off a shin pad into the other corner. He picks up his own rebound and twists around down in the close corner, gets it back to Mueller. Mueller takes it off his skates and lets the weak one go into the close corner here. Now Shaw has to be sharp to take that puck away as one of the little one-on-one there. That puck came out over the line and that'll be offside. 13:47 to go here in the first period. At the Richmond, we're on the Coliseum rink here, aren't we, Coach? We're in the Richmond Coliseum. Big crowd out for today's game. That puck's in, but it's going to be offside on the Rustlers here. tried to get it out. Wrestler forward wonders what the whistle was for. He had his stick lifted and Klink pushed the puck over, but whistled down, and we'll have another face-off in the offside dot. Draw won by the Rustlers. Now backhanded into the corner, and in goes Anderson, looking for a spot. He holds it up against the boards, but it's kicked away. Now he picks it back up, and good job there by Alonso on the boards. Now the Rustlers go straight across the middle, and that pass didn't connect, and it's down in the close corner. Klink holds it there. He takes a bump, controls the puck, uses his body well there to hold that puck, but it leaks out to one of the Rustlers. There's a weak backhand shot on Vlaha that he kicks away. Now Klink's away on that high one, and they got 2-on-2. McGarriger in with him. He takes it out to the side and tries to bang it off that outside pad, but just missed the net. Rustlers bring it out across center. They look around. Anderson looks to bump his man, and he does. The puck kept to the outside, and a weak backhand goes wide. There's one there. The Rustlers try to change as Nash hustles in. He has a stick lifted by the forward that just came off the bench. Now Hall is bumped, and here comes Laux. He picks it up, and he goes in back behind the net. There's a little trouble controlling it back there. Probably some snow and ice back there. O'Halla scoops it out and pushes it out to Nash. Nash has a shot and flips it over top of the net. Rimmed around the board. Schleusner over to Warren. Warren holds that one. He snaps one and hits the Rustler player right in the belly button. That one comes out. I think it hit the stanchion there. That's a good play by Schleusner to keep the puck out of the zone. Now Laux has got it. O'Halla stops on a dime and pokes it ahead, but nobody there. There's a high backhand into the zone as a couple Rustlers go for a change. Warren controls it in behind the net and coughs it up to the Rustler player, but Nash lifted his stick and then O'Halla poked it away. Rustlers come up through the neutral zone with some speed, and Schleusner backs up, guides his man into the corner. Now poke checks it away. He falls on his own back there, and he gets forked in the back for his troubles and relieved of the puck. Moran picks that one up, goes off a skate, and Laux will go for a change. Moran scoops it over to Geddes, gets it back from Geddes. Now he cuts to the side, he shoots and scores! Moran did a great job of getting the puck out of the zone, got it over to Geddes, and Geddes gave it right back to him. He went to that patented spot right at the top of the, about 5 feet inside the left-handed circle, and snapped one into the bottom left-hand corner of the net. Good to see Moran put that puck in the net. He's had a lot of those shots, and he's now honed in on a good spot for him to hit the net as opposed to maybe hitting the goalie. And it's 1-0 T-Birds with 11:22 to go here. Shaw picks that one up. Mueller turns and looks. He'll take a little skate with it. He rags it through the center and gets it over to Moran. Moran tries to pick his guy from the back, and there's Finney Weston, hard on the puck in the corner. He holds it there. He takes a bump in the back. Him and Geddes working 3 Rustlers in there, and the Rustlers come out with the puck and they're away. A good little pass there by the Rustlers. Now they're over the center line and they zip it in behind. Vlaha wise to that. He stops it so it can't be picked up, and then Mueller pushes it up the side. Bounces around a little bit. Now Shaw will have a go at it. Shaw looking for somebody, and he flips it high into the air off a Rustler's glove. Oh, that must have hit a glove inside the bench. Why is that all the way down? Linesman and the referee converge. Not apparent that that shot came from inside the blue line. Butters asked the question as well. Klink over there, he's just looking like he's got those long johns on. He's relaxed and cool over there behind the bench. We'll have a face-off in the T-Bird zone. Scramble draw taken by the Rustlers. Pushed back into the corner. Now Childers has got it up the sidewall, and he backhands one out. Backhands one to the line, but not out. That'll be a stronger shot than that to get that puck out, especially if you want to go up the side. Now finally Klink picks one up, and he flips it up in the air, and Childers gives chase. Klink relieves his man of the puck, and Childers comes through the middle. He gets a little hook there. He had a stick drop. Rustler player got his stick caught inside and then dropped his stick. threw Childers off just enough to give the puck up. Now the Rustlers make their way back in, pull it in behind the net. Controlled there. Now Klink picks it up, but he has it poked away from him by a couple of Rustlers, and Anderson looks for a man. Maybe could have looked a little harder on that one because there's nobody over there. High in the air, the Rustlers pick it up, gain the red line, and here they come in with a bit of speed. 15 throws on the brakes, looking for a buddy, but he's got nobody there. A couple guys went to the bench, so there was nobody left, and that's going to be icing on the T-Birds. We got a score update from the game next door? Not yet? All right, puck back in the corner. Warham snaps it around to Nash, jumps over his stick, and he blocks that dump-in attempt by the Rustlers and gets it out to Laux. Laux keeps it in, but he's offside there. Not aware. That was a tricky play there where he brought it in. It quickly got poked out and got the back end of his stick on the other side of the blue line. Good call, but tough one to know about. The boys will line up right in front of the broadcast position here. Linesman not even looking to see who's where. He knows these two guys are going to cheat. He just wants to keep them by how much. There's a little push. Referee, hey, if you want to give them one, then give them a penalty. Yeah. And one way to fix that, gentlemen. Anyway, we're off and going again here. Schleusner picks it up. He backhands one over. Warham gets it up through Nash's legs. That's blocked by Ohala, and Laux keeps it in. Laux goes to work there. Now Schleusner will try the whole thing again. He twists one way, fakes the backhand, and goes up the boards. Laux is away. He's pestered there by number 15, and he's tripped up. No call. Play on, they say. Warham keeps it in at the blue line. Well, Laux keeps it in the blue line, but finally the Rustlers get it out and dump it deep into the T-Bird zone.
Hard, please.
8:37 to go here in the first period. 1-0 Seattle T-Birds over the Ridge Meadows Rustlers, and there comes Laux, pushes that puck out to Warham. Warham loses it off his stick and dragged his foot there. Nash picked it up. The parents standing beside me might have a little sympathy for that offside call. Could have been close. I'm not sure if it was offside. Oh, I don't know what that one. What is it? About, oh, you think that much? All right. All right, it was definitely offside then. We'll go with the experts that were closer to the line than me. T-Birds change up the defense. Mueller and Nash out there. They'll stick around with Ohala, Laux, and Nash. Nash backhands one in towards the net. That's steered to the corner. The Rustlers pick it up. Everybody stands still. I love the new age hockey. No need to forecheck. Everybody stands still. Looks like Tampa Bay versus Philadelphia Flyers about a year and a half ago. All right. Finally, somebody wants to move the puck forward. Rustlers bring it into the zone. Puck bounces around. Nobody can get a handle on it. Mueller grabs that one. He tries to flip it up. There's a hit from behind on Laux. He gets rubbed up against the boards. Now Shaw bumps his guy from the side. Their player gets up. He's gonna get a boarding call here. No argument from the Seattle coaching staff on that one. And the T-Birds will play 2 minutes short here. 7:47 to go in the first period. Yamamoto and Anderson will try to keep the puck out of the net with Laux and Ohala up front. Puck's won back by Ohala. Anderson relieved of his stick. Now the puck comes back to the blue line as the Rustlers set up. Rustlers move the puck around the outside. Oh, Yamamoto with a good active stick there. Laux sticks his stick in front of that shot from the point, and it's flipped up and over top of the glass for a face-off. Good job there by Yamamoto. Had a good active stick, forced that pass into the middle, and Laux was standing there waiting for that block. Ohala loses a handle on his stick. The Rustler player there, strong on his stick, knocked his bottom hand off, and he lost, and Ohala ended up losing the draw. Laux picks that loose one up off the boards and whacks a backhand down. the Rustlers turn around and they'll bring it back the other way. Laux battles away with his man, so does Ohala. And Rustlers pull it out. They get it back to the point. There's a look, tries to get him to bite. Big battle in front of the net there. Oh, Vlaha got himself way out of position there. Overcommitted on that pass and ended up on the wrong side, and Rustlers couldn't quite get the puck over to that third forward on with the open cage. Now the puck goes down into the corner. Yamamoto pesters his guy there, up top and over and across. Rustler player had a look and then gave the puck up. Now Anderson turns and he whacks it down the ice. Anderson will go for a change. So will Yamamoto. Here comes Schlusner and Warham. Moran and Weston up front. There's a good pass across the red line. No pressure there. The puck's dumped in behind the net. Vlaha decides he doesn't want to stop that one, so he lets it go all the way around. Puck back at the point by the Rustlers. They have a look. They try to set up at the top, but the T-Birds doing a good job of pressuring their man. No lane there for any of these power play guys, and there's an errant pass off the Rustler's stick that goes out over the blue line. Flipped into some open area here. Schlusner will step up and he fires at the length of the ice. 9 seconds to go in Shaw's boarding penalty. 5:50 to go here in the period. Schlusner's got it. He holds it for Warham. Shaw comes out of the bench and out flies Alonso. T-Birds back at full strength, haven't cut that one off, but here come the Rustlers one more time. Across the blue line, there's a quick slapper up and over the net. Rims all the way around and out the other side where it's passed off, and Weston gets it to Schlusner. Now Moran's got it. He battles through two guys there. He's in that same spot. He snaps one off the glove. Couldn't quite get held on there, but no T-Birds in the area to pick up the rebound, and the Rustlers are away again. Rustlers came in 2-on-3. T-Birds pick it up. Alonso had a good idea there to try to push that puck away, but it just went off the end of his stick and up and over the glass into the Ridge Meadows bench. So wholesale changes now for the T-Birds as Clank, McGarriger, and Geddes come out. Mueller and Shaw play on the back end. McGarriger, he's set with the plan. He looks left and then he steps in there and promptly loses the draw, and all that plan just went to hell. Here come the Rustlers again. He's got a step there, but couldn't hold the pass. It was a little bit behind him. Now McGarriger pesters his guy. He'll chase him down in behind the net. Rustlers come out. Mueller battles around. Mueller has to hustle back to pick that one up, and he gets it out over the blue line. Clank goes to scoop it up and takes a bump. Now it's back up the boards, and there's Mueller right back at it again. He's got Shaw, and he pushes it out into open ice. Shaw has a look, fires one off of Clank's kneecap. Clank corrals that and backhands it in the zone right to the Rustlers player. Here come the Rustlers across the blue line. There's a long backhanded dump in. Goes on to Vlaha, and the Rustlers go for a change. Clank picks that one up, backhands it off the boards. He's going to go to the bench for a change, as is McGarriger. Here comes Nash, hunts that puck down. He's got Ohala and Laux out there with him now. As Laux tries to step in between the two D-men, but no pass ever came. Dumped high in the air in the corner. Now Shaw pushes it ahead and bumps his guy. Out to Laux at the boards. Laux backhands it up, but not out. And the Rustlers go back to work down low. Mueller turns around and fires one off the boards straight to a Rustler player. Now there's a shot dumped in wide. Shaw picks that one up, flips it high in the air, and goes to the bench for a change. Him and Mueller go off. Out come Yamamoto and Anderson. Anderson picks it up and fires it right back in the zone. Two guys in there, 15 feet. Rustlers mess around with it here at the blue line and then finally get a pass out to the outside. Dumped in on the goaltender and steered to the corner. Yamamoto takes out on his backhand, twists it around, gets it to Laux. Laux tried a cute little play there that didn't work, and that puck's still in the zone. Yamamoto battles away in there. Sticks and feet and skates. There's a shot pass right out in front. Good save there by Vlaha. As the T-Birds battle here to get it out. Yamamoto with a nice poke check there to push it into the corner, and then Anderson pushes it around the boards. Laux has got to go way down low to pick that one up. He works in there with Yamamoto, and they still can't get it out. Now they're going to have another shot at it here. Ohala decides he's going to take it into his own hands, and now Anderson has it. He flips it high in the air, 1 hop, 2 hop, and it's kicked away by Rustlers and in behind the net. Blaha came out to get that, but it went underneath his outstretched stick there, and now there's a backhand by Moran up to Weston. He picks it off the boards deftly, and he trips on his way, and now Moran goes right through. Moran uses that front leg to shield the puck. It has it go a little bit too far, and it's Rustler puck out over the red line. They dump the puck in again. Anderson pushes one around at Childers. He lets it go off his skates to his stick. He twists around and finally backhands one out that just eludes Moran. Weston battles away inside the zone. Rustlers get it out, and they're away again. Rustlers, on a rare one, carry the puck in over the blue line and then backhand it in the far corner. There's a quick shot that was deflected on the net by the Rustlers. As now Moran scoops it up and not out, fires a half clapper that didn't go out, and then finally Shaw, oh, that's Warham that finally flipped that thing out. Rustlers turn around, fire the puck right back in. Schlusner holds it behind the net. He takes a whack from his guy. Weston has it. He tries a little fancy one between the legs. The puck doesn't end up going deep, and there come the Rustlers one more time. Rustlers bring it across to the other side of the ice. Long stick check there. Warren will pick that up off the boards. He has a look, gets it up to Klink. Klink pushes it across. Alonso stayed on his own side instead of cutting to the middle, and it went straight to the Rustler defender. Rustlers stick handle it around there, trying to get the puck in front of the net, and McGarriger comes out of the pile with it. He flips one up but not out, and the Rustlers stand up and take that, thank you very much. Warren decides he'll pull that thing out. He comes across the blue line. He has a quick wrister. That's steered to the corner by the Rustlers goalie. Klink tries his chance there. Warren pokes at it again. Now Alonso holds that puck in behind the net, and he flips one out in the center, and it misses everybody's stick. Now Schlusner has a shot at the net that hits a leg and goes off to the side. McGarriger working hard in there. He controls the puck. He pushes it back in. Alonso's got it. He backhands one over to Klink. Klink with a quick backhander and a good pad save there by the Rustler goaltender. Warren flipped one in, and that hit the Rustler goaltender right in the wrist. Popped out, and the Rustler goaltender was quick to put his glove down on it. We're going to have a face-off here. 1.9 seconds as Butters contemplates pulling his goalie. But Vlaha doesn't want anything to do with it. He hasn't even looked at Butters. He was busy turning around, getting himself a drink of water. Ohala has that. And that'll put a bow on the end of the first period here as the Thunderbirds lead 1-0 at the end of one period of play. Oh, here we go. Oh, look at that. All right, the Rustlers are contributing. How many? Okay, the Rustlers 7 shots, T-Birds 12 shots that period. We've got stats. This is a community theater here. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable.
Multitask.
This is great.
Push the button there, buddy.
Oh, what the?
Not that button, the green button.
Oh, yeah, all right. I also turn on the heat when I'm not bored here. There we go.
Yep, you're good.
You need a cooling section.
No, we don't. Notice it right away.
The 1 degree of heat that it spits out. Oh, you just looked down. I think he's looking for you. Hold it back.
My goodness. How are we doing for a live count there? 20. Nice. Any shut-in parents you guys got? They can watch this on YouTube. I don't know any of the kids' names though. That's the problem. They're all here. Could be home watching the World Junior game.
I was going to say, if we wore our third jerseys, they'd have the name on the back. But even
Oh,
the game, you'd have.
I'd at least know a couple.
Yeah. Come on, Red, let's go.
Oh, Murph's watching. All right, off we go here. The second period of Rustlers slide through the two defenders there and into the corner. Twist it around, trying to get that puck out in front of the net. Mueller pushes it up. Now Nash is away and he gets whacked there. That's going to be a penalty on the Rustlers. Nash had a half a step there. The Rustler player reached back. I don't know if he meant to tug him, but he definitely got a piece of him, and out comes the T-Bird power play. Moran and Schleusner on the back end. The power play has been, I would say, fairly potent here. The last maybe 6-7 games here. We'll have Nash and Ohala with Laux up front. We don't even know what the second power play unit looks like because they never get a chance to go out. These boys have been pumping goals in like it's crazy. There we go, Moran with a quick slapper that 2 hops wide. That puck was rolling on its side. Now the T-Birds set up. Nash has got that one. He Moran over to Schleusner. Schleusner has a look, drags a guy with him. Moran with a quick wrister. That hit the goalie and a big rebound there. Now the puck bounces out. Moran controls that. He gets it over to Schleus. Schleusner back to Moran. Moran with another shot. That's off a shin pad and goes wide. Rustlers pick up that rebound off the end boards and fire at the length of the ice where Vlaha's got to make a save. 1 minute, 20 seconds to go. Schleusner pushes it up. That's almost intercepted there by the Rustler player, but it made its way out to Ohala. Moran gains the blue line and backhands one over to Ohala. Schleusner back to Nash. Nash is going to have a look. That hits 2 bodies in front. Now it pounces right back out to Nash, but it jumped over his stick and goes to Moran. Moran tries a hot 6-incher over to Nash, who can't quite control that one. Moran backhands one to Schleusner. Schleusner down to Nash. Nash out to Moran. Moran comes to the middle, backhands it over to Schleusner, tries to drag a guy with him. There's a quick wrister that goes off of the Rustlers goaltender and is gobbled up for a face-off. 18:22 to go in the second, 39 seconds to go in the power play. Out comes that second unit that we haven't seen very much of. We're going to have McGarriger with Alonso and Klink, Mueller and Warham on the back end. McGarriger loses a draw, but Alonso's going to be first to that puck. Klink picks it up and controls it. He gets it back to Mueller. Mueller looks, gets it over to Klink. Warham tries to go back door. Nobody saw him, and there's a goal there. That puck went right into McGarriger. I don't know if that was going back door or not back door, but McGarriger picked that hot pass off, had one shot at it, then picked up his own rebound and slid it into the net. Well, that was nothing but Alonso, so that was a good play either way. Hard to tell whether Klink was going cross ice with that, but Alonso said, "I'll take it, thank you very much." One quick shot on the goaltender, and then he picked up his own rebound and snapped it in for a 2-0 T-Birds lead. Rustlers control it off the draw. They try to push it in the middle. Alonso holds it, and he gets it over to Klink. Klink's going to have to do some work there with the puck slides out over the blue line. T-Birds bring it back in and regroup as McGarriger gets it up to Klink. Klink over to Alonso. The D-man pinched on that one, and there's a high in the air, top of the net, and Alonso buries that one top shelf for a 3-0 lead. McGarriger turned that puck around that was going to be offside on the Rustlers, made a quick pass over to Klink. Klink saw Alonso breaking on the far side. The Rustler defender tried to pinch up and block that pass and ended up getting burned on that one. Alonso stepped in over the ringette line at the top of the circle and went into the top left-hand corner for a 3-0 T-Birds lead. McGarriger wins the draw. Anderson comes and picks that up. He chips it up to Alonso. Here comes McGarriger again. There's a quick snap there from Alonso that just went wide. Now Yamamoto shoots one in that's blocked, and out come the Rustlers. Bring it to the blue line. There's a quick wrist shot that goes underneath Anderson's stick and between his leg that Blaha had to be sharp on. That's a tough one for him to pick up from that angle where the D-man steps in front. He can't see anything but stick and puck there, so it was a good little glove save. He held on to it, no rebound, and the T-Birds change everybody up. Here comes George Moran. He had the first goal. He loses the draw. It's back to the blue line here, and Moran goes back to work on his man. He twists out of the way of a hit, gets the puck over to his other winger. Now tries to push it behind the net. Schleusner bumps him, kicks it up to his stick, and tries to get it out. Now Warham does the same thing. The 2D man. That's a trip in generally every league I've played in, but that one's not going to be called right here. Warham pushes one out, hits the linesman in the ear hole, and out goes Weston. Weston makes a move and can't hold that puck. Net's off down there. Warham holds it at the line. Schleusner with the one-timer. That's a good shot there. Good save. High rebound up in the air. Now it's backhanded up by Weston, but picked off by the Rustler player. Goes through Warham's leg, and he has a good shot, but Blaha bails him out on that one. There goes Moran. He comes up the side. It's 1-on-3. Goes off the far pad, but all the T-Birds are making a change right now. Now Laux battles his man, tries to lift his stick once, twice, thrice, and does not work. Puck into the zone. Rustlers throw on the brakes and then dump it in behind the net. O'Hala and Warham go to work down there. Warham pushes, holds his man tight up against the boards while O'Hala tries to pick that puck out of his pocket. He takes a bump, and it goes out into the middle. Nash makes it. Makes a quick tip there, and then he's off to the races 1-on-2. He's got O'Hala behind him. Quick wrister there. Rustler's goaltender had to be sharp on that one as it looks like he takes a lot of those shots off of his wrist, and it bounces down onto the ice, and he quick puts his hand on it, same as he did on that last one. That was a good shot by Nash. I don't think he knew that O'Hala was coming in right behind him there. Probably had a bit better look at the net. Mueller and Shaw out there with Laux, Nash, and O'Hala as everybody stands around waiting for him to come out from behind the net. He twists around. O'Hala's had enough. He's going to go in there and try to stick check him, and the puck comes back to Shaw. Shaw backhands it in. Nash fires one off the shin pads, and it bounces out, and Shaw saves him there, but doesn't get the puck back up to him. Rustlers pass it around down low. That one goes right in front of the net. No Rustler there to be found. And out comes Laux, 2-on-2. He takes a whack from the back checking winger. Now it's up off the glass, goes off of Mueller's feet. He got that one bounced off of Mueller's foot, hit the linesman in the leg, flopped down. Never did go back into the zone, but the linesman still called it offside. Childers pops out with McGarriger and Clank. McGarriger wins that draw and pushes it into the zone. Now that one attempted to go high into the air, but they couldn't quite get it. Clank grabs it off the blue line. He brings it across to Childers. He drops one to McGarriger. McGarriger couldn't hit a handle on it. Anderson has that one. That's deflected on the way in, and a real good save by the Rustlers goaltender.
Come on, you gotta go for the puck first.
Clank controls it up along the wall. Now it's down into the far corner. Clank stick checks his man, but he misses the puck, and out come the Rustlers. Rustlers hold the line. Everybody has a little swing of the stick here. There's a diving swing of the stick. There's one right out front. Couldn't quite get a handle on that one. Rustlers would have had themselves a good chance there, but just fanned on that shot. Puck in behind the net now as McGarriger brings it back. He gets it over to Yamamoto, who slides one over to Anderson. Anderson goes straight up the middle onto a Rustler stick. And T-Birds finally control the puck and get it out. That control is a short thing, and in come the Rustlers one more time. There's a wrister that went off of a stick and bounced the other way on Blaha. Blaha waits down there, takes a couple of whacks at it, and now the T-Birds are going to get a penalty here as Anderson was cross-checking his man in front of the net. Let's see which one he gets, because there was multiple cross-checks going on there. So the T-Birds get away with one there. I'm not sure how he missed that one. But it's going to be the T-Birds who get the cross-check, or sorry, the Rustlers who get the cross-checking penalty. As the T-Birds will go back on the power play with 13:52 remaining here in the second period. Out comes Moran and Schleusner with Nash. O'Hala's been out there a while. and Laux. That one's up off the glass. It hits a stanchion. Now Moran picks it up. He slides in. He takes a wrister and whiffs on that one. Puck goes high in the air. It's sitting on its side and bounces around. Nash sticks in there and controls the puck. Laux does a good job of being patient there. There's a great pass in front of the net. O'Hala jumped over his own stick and then deflected it just off the left-hand post and past the Rustlers goaltender for a 4-0 lead. 22 seconds is all it took on the T-Bird power play, and they take advantage of a gratuitous cross-checking call there that could have probably gone either way. Laux did a good job there, just being patient with the puck at the blue line, not just turning around and slapping it into the zone. The Rustlers backed off of him, and he made a quick recognition of O'Hala in front of the net, fired a little snapshot in, and O'Hala made a great deflection for the fourth T-Birds goal. Here come the Rustlers right back at it again. Warm fell down, and that created a good opportunity, but Schleusner blocked that before it could get to the net. He's frustrated and bumps his guy down. Puck out to the blue line. Rustlers control it there, get it up, get it into the far corner. Schleusner kicks it in behind the net, and Warm picks it up. Warm has a look. He's got O'Hala and hits him right in the side of the pants. Now Laux has got it, and they're away for a little 2-on-1. Low, wide open net there, but puck just inside of O'Hala's feet. He couldn't get anything on that one. There's a fancy bounce over to Nash, and he pushed it across the Laux and missed the wide open net. Now Nash has got it again. He tries to push it in front of the net. It hits a skate. Warm handles that at the point. He has a quick slapper. Laux deflected that one off the Rustlers goaltender, and then it went into the corner. Now Schleusner's got it at the line. He gets it to O'Hala. He tries to go around his man. He's held up there. Now O'Hala's got that. He gets it. Oh, Schleusner to Warm. Warm over to O'Hala, and he deflects the second one in off of this shift for a 5-0 T-Birds lead. T-Birds, again, doing a real nice job of holding that puck on the boards, not panicking, just chopping it into the zone. They held on to it. The Rustlers kind of backed off. Schleusner got it over to Warm. Warm recognized O'Hala standing beside the net, slid one in, and O'Hala decided he would go off the right-hand post this time. And that's 2 goals in less than 2 minutes for O'Hala, and a 5-0 T-Birds lead.
Take the shot, Red.
Shaw picks that one up, turns around and gets it over to Mueller. Mueller flips one into the air. It hits the referee after it bounces off of the boards. Now Moran has that. He steers it back to Shaw. Shaw flips it high in the air. Oh, it's gloved, and now a great bounce to Alonso. Alonso steps in. He tries to go 5-hole, gets his own rebound and can't stuff that one in, and then gets hammered up against the end boards. Good play there to get a couple of shots off as now the Rustlers come back the other way. Shaw whacks at his guy, and the puck goes into the corner. Poke checked away by Shaw. Now back up the boards to the point. Backhanded in. Moran kicks it out, and Shaw grabbed that. Shaw gets his stick stuck between one of the Rustlers' legs. He went down. The parents calling for a penalty, and they're probably right. Shaw gets it up to Alonso. Alonso snaps it in, and that's kicked off the right-hand pad into the corner. Moran goes, and he's first man to the pack, stops in behind the net, looks for a man. Oh, there's Mike Geddes. Mike Geddes has 2 shots at it, and a couple of real good saves by the Rustlers goaltender there. Klink had a wide open net, but had his stick lifted. It was a good little sequence there. Guys with their head up making a good pass. T-Birds settle it down in behind the net. McGarriger comes in, relieves Yamamoto of the puck. Now he twists back around. Now he bumps it off, but it's picked up by the Rustlers. Rustlers twist around. They're looking for their open man here. Brings it out to the front of the net. Quick backhand there. Gloved by Vlaha. That was a good save. A lot of people in front of the net. Now the linesman catches an edge, and he'll play bowling for dollars out here. He's lucky nobody else got hurt on that one because he was coming in hot. Well, he's busy pretending like that was exactly what he meant to do. Has a little chuckle to himself. Sorts out his pant leg. Wipes the snow off. We're ready to go.
You good, Stripes?
Draw one there by the T-Birds, rimmed around to Nash. Nash makes a quick move and looks for a man. Nash tries to make another move, has a poke check, but it hits his own stick, and then he tries to get it over to Holla, but misses his stick. Rustlers don't like the look of that one. They twist around, but can't quite get the puck out, and Laux will take that one over. He gives him a nice 6-inch sauce pass. Tough to carry there. O'Holla goes for the... O'Holla went for the hat trick there, went off the goaltender's face mask, and is immediately blown down. Is that a rule?
Up and over, it went up and out.
Oh, it did? All right, well, that's a rule. All right, we'll take that. Went off the face mask. Now, see, when you play in Europe, if you hit the goalie in the face, they blow that thing down right away. A lot of IHHF folks in the crowd here today, so you never know what's going to get called. But that one's up and over the boards. Canada, United States, all the same. That's intercepted by Laux, and he backhands it over to O'Holla, but he wasn't ready for it. Now it's soft off the boards, and here comes the Rustlers. Quick passes picked off by O'Holla. Warren grabs that and pushes it to Nash. Nash fires that one into the zone, goes off of a Rustler player, so it won't go for icing. Laux does a good job of shielding the puck there, and he flips it out in front, but it jumped over O'Holla's stick. The Rustlers try to come away. Nash keeps that puck in, and O'Holla works that one there, tries 2, maybe 3 different moves, but the Rustler defender was up for all of those. Out come the Rustler, gain the blue line. Moran bumps his man for his efforts, and Warren will scoop it up behind the net. He turns it around, one hands it over. Now it's Moran and Warren away. Moran, puck is picked off of Moran, and they're going the other way. Now Schlusner tries to get it out. That's gloved ahead. That's going to be outside, and there's a quick shot by one of the Rustler players. That was a bang-bang play there. It was a good play to keep it in with the glove, but just didn't quite cushion that one enough. Ended up gloving it to one of his teammates, and that's an automatic whistle. Moran leans in for the draw. He wins the draw back to Shaw, who gets it over to Mueller. Mueller up to Moran. Moran tries to push it forward, but that doesn't fool anybody. Now he has to pick it back off. Now he gets it over to Childers, and Childers controls it on the wall and then backhands it down into the corner. 9 minutes to go here in the second period. T-Birds lead 5-0 on the strength of a couple power play goals. T-Birds have been all over this. That one goes off of the linesman's wrist, and then Shaw finally pushes it ahead. But that's going to go for icing here with 8:40 to go in the second period. Draw will be to the right-hand side of Andy Vlaha, who's made 4 or 5 real good saves. Not a lot of work, but when he has had shots, he's made some good saves. Finney pokes that one out after he takes it off his leg. Now Shaw holds that and pushes it up to Moran. Moran controls there. He has a quick look, gets it over to Alonso. Alonso meets his man at the red line and then backhands it in with one hand. Now Weston has it, quick backhand pass. Alonso shoots, he scores! Well, the Red Sea parted there after Alonso made a real nice backhand pass to Weston, and then Weston returned the favor immediately. All of the Rustlers got right out of the way to make sure the goalie could see it, but he saw it and couldn't catch it. 6-0 T-Birds here in the second period. That's Alonso's second goal of the game. A good quick wrister there right over the glove of the Rustler goaltender.
It's 2-0. They're losing. 2-0. They're losing.
Oh no. All right, Shaw picks this one up in his own end, goes high off the glass, just like his dad likes. The Rustlers pick that one up and make a backhand pass into the middle that's picked off. Now Mueller's got it. He backhands one up to Weston. Weston gets it over the line. Now it's cleared out of the Rustler zone and straight to Shaw. Back to Mueller. Mueller gets it to Moran. Moran tries to move and has a stick lifted and taken away. Rustlers get the puck out, but that's going to be offside. Moran was outside the line, but Weston was so far inside, I'm sure he never even noticed him there. And it's an offside right in front of the T-Birds bench. I don't know if the 6-goal, is it a 6-goal lead for runtime? No, that's just a mistake.
7.
Oh, 7. Well, they'll run the clock for that stoppage there. Now Klink gathers it up at the blue line. Rustlers pick that one off, and away they go over their blue line. Dumped into the corner in behind Anderson. Yamamoto helps his partner out and chips it over. Anderson looks for somebody, flips it high in the air, and oh, magically there's Klink. Klink comes in, he tries to cut through the defenders, and the Rustlers are going to get themselves a penalty here. Klink holds it as Blaha goes to the net. Klink doesn't know they're getting a penalty. He's doing his best out there. Anderson over to Yamamoto. Yamamoto, oh, he dumps it outside the line, and the T-Birds are going to have to regroup. 6 T-Birds out there now as the Rustlers are about to take a penalty. Anderson plays pitch and catch with Yamamoto. Now it's back to Yamamoto as Klink scares the heck out of the coaching staff as he passes one back towards the net. Yamamoto gains the red line. He takes a bump and he's relieved of the puck, and now the T-Bird power play is going to get going.
4 minutes. Beautiful.
Oh, a lot of people scored. Wrestler player makes his way to the penalty box. He's going to get a 4-minute for head contact and maybe a visit from the arena manager after slamming the door on the way in. Nash picks it up on the outside as the T-Bird power play goes to work. Oh, there's a backdoor shot, and it's unbelievable.
Exact same thing happened yesterday.
I saw that yesterday. I don't know how they're going to call that, but he kicked the net off knowing that that puck was probably going straight in the net. Clock continues to run. 3:32 to go. Here's Schleusner with the one-timer. That chili peppered its way in. The puck was on its side when it came back. Nash gets it back to Schleusner. Schleusner tries to get it in. There's a quick deflection by Ohala and just bounced over Laux' sticker. He had the wide open net again. Moran fakes the shot, gets it over to Schleusner. Schleusner pulls it into the middle. Moran with the slapper and hits a goalie square in the belly button with that one. Now I'll tell you this, that if it's a straight time, it's not a 4-minute penalty, it's a 6-minute penalty. However, this isn't the Greater Seattle Men's Hockey League, I guess, so that's not how it rolls. 5 minutes to go here in the second period. Clock running, 2 minutes and 35 seconds to go in the penalty. Moran over to Schleusner. Schleusner takes it off his skate and kicks it up to his blade, pushes it over to Nash. Nash works the half wall, looks for an option. He curls around and gets it over to Moran. Moran faked the one-timer, now he gets it to Schleusner. Schleusner fires one straight at the goalie, no traffic in front, and the T-Birds are going to change up. A little rules discrepancy here. All right. McGarriger leans in to take the draw with Klink and Alonso. Rustlers get that one, but that clearing attempt goes straight off of the shin pads. Warham tries to stop that one at the line with his shin pad, and it bounces right through him. Mueller holds it in behind the net as the T-Birds swing around in the flying wedge formation, except Mueller whiffed on that pass, and they'll turn around and start her all again. Rustlers bump the guy in behind the net. Mueller shakes that one off, and he brings it out and backhands one over to McGarriger. McGarriger goes off the boards. He's bumped there, but the legs are still moving. He's going to try to keep that one in. We're lucky there and hit the referee. Over to Warham. There's a shot by Alonso. So that went referee, clearing attempt off the referee to Mueller, to Warham, to one-timer by Alonso, and he's got the hat trick. Apparently that one counts for 7 goals because it's now 13-0. I don't know about that one. So clock continues to run. Count that as another power play goal for the T-Birds. Butters will replenish the troops out there. Here comes Childers, Moran, and Weston. Shaw and Mueller will stick around. There's a little problem with the clock, folks. If you're watching at home, it's not 13. I think it's only 8. Alonso with the hat trick now. O'Hala's got a pair of goals. Shaw fired that one in just wide. Mueller will pick it up, and he flips one end over end in towards the net. Rustlers now trying to get the puck out. That one's poked away from Mueller, but Shaw picks that one up. He goes in behind the net. Quick little twist there, and he's out again. Here comes Moran. Moran gets it to Weston. Weston brings it across the blue line, kicks it up to his stick. Now he dumps it out in front. Whoa. Shaw hit a rough patch of concrete there and fell down in a single car accident. Moran scoops it up out of the corner. He gets it back to Shaw, who's still gathering himself and is 5 feet outside the blue line. It's all good. It's all good. Childers avoids his man and gets a pass over. Now he gets one back. He has his stick whacked and he tries a couple of moves there. Laux pesters his guy, who goes high off the glass. Yamamoto made a good play with his hand there to keep it in. He caught that one, dropped it down, and fired it in towards the net. Now there's another high one. That one goes over Anderson's head. It's a 2-on-1, but the Rustlers can't quite pick it up. Now they go across the ice, and Vlaha saved that one. Slid across with that left pad and stopped it to save a goal there. Rustlers had a good little break out there. Went a little bit higher off the glass. Went over Anderson. And then the puck got picked off of Shaw, a cross-ice pass, and a real good save by Andy. Minute and 20 to go here in the second period. That one's, Nash pushes that one up after the draw was lost. Worm bumps his man in the corner, and Schleusner picks up the puck. Schleusner twists and turns. He kicks it to Worm, who's in behind. O'Hala guards the front of the net. Worm kicks that one up. He takes a bump, maybe 2 bumps, now a high stick. And a cross-check for his efforts. And out come the Rustlers from the corner. They drive the net. Worm having a hard time there, digging that puck out. He finally goes after his man. Another swinging stick instead of taking the body. And he'll pick the puck up, goes off the glass. No winger home there because they'd come back to help him out already. Now the Rustlers hold it, try to get back to the point, but Laux intercepted that. Real good play there. And then Laux bumps his guy as he turned one around there on him. Looked like he was going to bump Laux, and Laux said, maybe I'll return the favor here. Rustlers bring it out across the red line, but get it in over the blue line, and it's knocked out by McGarriger. Rustlers are offside as McGarriger turns in his own zone and gets it over to Schleusner. He puts it up to Klink. Klink takes a bump. McGarriger wants that one for a little 2-on-1. He had a 2-on-1 with Geddes there. Everybody turned the wrong way. Now he picks the puck up. He avoids a couple of checks, twists around, still battling away in there. Schleusner was going to have a slap at it, but that'll be the end of the second period as we're going to have a flood. Nobody knows how to count the score or turn off the buzzer. And the T-Birds will go to the room with an 8-0 lead. 7? 7.
Shots at period 25-7. 37-14 total, Sno-Kings.
There you have it, folks. 37-14 of the shots. 7-0 lead. 1 touchdown for your Seattle Thunderbirds. I need to go talk to a man. Okay.
semis.
So the semis are the afternoon, right?
8 drops to 4.
So does anybody get a bye into the afternoon semis? No, everybody plays.
1 plays the first wild card, 2 plays the second wild card. Or vice versa.
If you lose there, you're out.
What do you say? I was upset when I got up at 4:30 in the morning to watch that dismal display. This is right there with it.
This is the running time for the third period, right?
They'll come out with 2 minutes left. Start the clock as soon as they're walking to the bench.
See the schedule for our next round of games? No, on for Pakaha.
Oh no.
They're not posted yet. I don't know what the deal is, but they're on My Hockey Rankings. I should ask Vicky on the way.
Did you go to the wrong rink?
No, I was over there staying with Uncle Chris.
Are we gonna continue dinner after the game?
I guess so. I don't know where your mom come back?
See me like this.
She didn't text me either.
I mean, I look on like 360. No, she's still trade
Is she? I feel like we're live.
Not yet.
What's that?
Not till I plug this part.
Okay. No, good idea. Hold on to it. How many did you get, Bill?
Huh?
Did you get 10 of them?
Well, I'm gonna have all the kids sign it, and I'm gonna sort of make copies for each of the parents. Just give them one. So I'm gonna get every kid. I got Butters to sign it, and I got Jim Plank to sign it. Assistant coach. So.
There you go.
But, be careful when you put your fingers on. Here, you put your fingers on it. Fingerprints. But
Move away.
Good talk, though. We have sound.
Now we're on.
All right. All right, ready for third period action here at the Richmond Coliseum. Part of the 6-rink complex here. If you've ever been up to Richmond, we're on the Coliseum rink. We got 20 minutes to go here and a 1 touchdown lead for the junior T-Birds. There's Schleusner, picks it up. He fires it off of Ohala's foot, but picks it up when it got stumped right back in. Now he pops it down into the far corner and the T-Birds give chase. Here comes Nash. He waits for it, takes it off the helmet to Laux. Ohala picks that one up. And now Nash has got it. He pushes it back to Warham. Warham with the snapper. That hit his shin pad and Schleusner fell down. In come the Rustlers. Out of the pile comes Warham with the puck. That hits a patch of wet ice. There's a backhand up the boards. Laux had already flown the zone looking for that long pass. There's one there. Now Warham picks it up. He looks for Laux this time. He hits him right on the tape and makes a change. Laux comes in the left-hand side. He twists around, takes a bump, but it gets it back to Alonso. Goes around a man. Now bounces over him. Laux has that one. Puck was on its side and bounced high over Shaw's stick. There comes puck right into our broadcast location. Fired back in by the Ridge Meadows parents. 18:30 of straight time to go here. It'll stay a running clock if the goal differential stays at 7 or 6. We're not quite sure what the difference is right now. There's Weston back to Mueller. Mueller hits a stick and it goes to Moran. Now it lays around in front of the net, but Alonso can't get his stick free and the Rustlers break out with the puck. Moran has that. He comes around at center, and now he creates a little 2-on-1. There's one over to Alonso, over to Moran, hit him in the skate, and he couldn't come up with it for the wide open net there. Alonso back to Shaw, wasn't quite expecting that one, and bounces off the boards, and Mueller turns around and whacks it up the boards. Weston gets that one, gets it over the blue line. Now the T-Birds are offside, and now they're back on side and hunt down the puck in behind the net. Ridge Meadows holds it there, go up in front of their net. Now they'll go up the boards off the glass, but Mueller's wise to that and he picks it up. Moran grabs it, turns around, he takes a whack, now he's at the center. Geddes with a shot that's deflected and blockered into the corner by the Rustler goaltender. There's a long slapper that's kicked away by Vlaha and held in behind the net by Anderson. He gets it up to Geddes outside the line. Geddes continues to work there, and Anderson picks up the loose change. Clank over to McGarriger, missed McGarriger with that one. Now the Rustlers come out. Anderson tries that patented hip check and whiffs on that one. Here comes from the outside, hit the side of the net. I'm sure Andy didn't show him anything to see there, and he hit the side of the net. Now McGarriger pokes at it, but not out. Clank backhands one up the boards. McGarriger takes a hit for trying to get it out, and the Rustlers come in across the blue line. There's a quick pass in front that bounces off a stick into the far corner. Rustlers hold it there, then back it down in as they try to cycle around. Two T-Birds battle away for it. Anderson forks his man, and there's a quick shot that gloved by Vlaha, probably would have went over the net. Clank fires that one off the chest of a Rustlers player, but not out, and now McGarriger turns and backhands it down, and that'll go for icing. T-Birds take the draw. Nash gets into the spot. He pokes it over to the side, and Warham chases after that. He puts it in back behind the net to Schleusner. Schleusner backhands it around to Nash. Nash backhands one out and over the line. Through center comes Ohala. He waits for Nash. There's Laux. Tried to get it over to Warham, and that was just hit a stick at the last second. Might have made its way over. Nash has that one over to Schleusner. He flipped one high up to Warham. That one's banged off the glass, or banged off the boards weakly, and now Ohala picks it up. Comes in behind the net, looks for a man, takes a bump there and gets it back to Warham. Warham over to Schleusner, but it comes outside the line. Schleusner back to Warham. Now Warham takes that one. Takes a bump as he pushes it in off the net. Must have went up and over the glass. Went off the goal to Warham's dump-in attempt, went off the goaltender and up and over the glass. Thrown back in by a parent. We'll have a face-off in the offensive zone here. Moran leans in. He's got Weston and Childers with him. Warham slaps that one at the net, steered into the corner. Now Moran battles away, but the Rustlers come away with the puck. Out they come 3-on-2. There's a quick snapper. It goes in between Schleusner's leg and his stick and a butt up and over the net. Warham scoops it up the boards, where Childers has it but can't get it out. Now it's forked away by Warham, and Schleusner picks that one up. Up to Weston. Weston's got a guy wide open on the other side and never saw him. Childers was away to the races. Now Warham sees him, passes it, and makes a change. Childers with a quick wrister that's steered to the corner. Moran pushes it back to Childers. Childers back to Shaw. Shaw has it, a wrister, bounces once, and that's pushed into the corner by the Rustler goaltender. Out come the Rustlers across the blue line. They gain the red line and then flip it in. Shaw grabs that one and gets it over to Mueller. Mueller's got lots of ice in front of him. Tried to push it to Weston, but it missed him. Now the Rustlers come back across the blue line. They look, they slides one in on the net that Vlaha steers off the glass. Mueller and Shaw go to work on their two men behind the net. Good battle there, poked out by Mueller to McGarriger. McGarriger twists around his man, gets it to Klink. Klink takes a bump and everybody works hard, and Alonso finally chips it out over the blue line. Good job there to get that puck out, a lot of good work there. Alonso got his stick caught up over top of the Rustlers player, and he's gonna get a penalty here for hooking. 13 minutes to go in the third period. T-Birds lead 7-0, and now they'll go on to the penalty kill. Alonso will go to the box for 2 minutes for hooking. Referee explains it. That's going to be a 3-minute penalty. They stop the clock while they wait for this face-off to go. Anderson's got a chunk of his stick or some tape that's fallen off. He takes it to the bench, and the T-Birds promptly lose a draw. Rustlers load up in their power play formation as the winger twists around, and then they get it down low. Little crossover there. Some interference run by the referee. The puck comes back to the point. That'll get slid back onto the half wall. He lets that go, and Yamamoto picks it up, slaps it up, and it bounces over top of the Rustlers D-man and down into the Rustler zone. T-Birds lay back and wait for the Rustlers to come out. They come out the right side. Nash takes a swipe at him but misses it. There's a quick shot that Blaha kicks into the corner. Now puck on the half wall. Hot pass over to the D-man. He tries to backhand it away. Laux was wise to that and almost picked it off. Now down into the corner as they twist around down there, try to gain control of the puck. They go across the blue line. Nash picks that up, and it's a 2-on-1 the other way. Nash and Laux with a checker in between. Now Laux waits for friends. He holds the puck, does a real nice job there as he's pestered by 2 or 3 players, and then he's hit from beside or behind. We're going to find out right here. That's going to be a charging call on the Rustlers player. Could have been a charge, could have been a boarding call, but it'll go down as charging, as Laux did a real nice job of just trying to burn off clock there once it got to be an odd man situation. There's only 2 T-Birds down there, and there got to be 4 Rustlers at the same time. So Laux stays out there, no worse for wear after that big hit. Nash will take the face off. Schleusner stands in behind him with Warham over to his left. Rustlers win the draw, but Nash tries it, and Nash almost gains it back. A little 4-on-4 hockey here for 1 minute and 10 seconds. Warham pokes that one away, then bumps his man, then controls the puck, kicks it up to his skate, and he's away. He dekes around his man and then fires it off of Laux's skate. Nash flips it up over top, but he can't get it over to Laux. Rustlers gain the line and come into the corner. Schleusner goes to work down there, pesters his man. Warham picks the puck off and then bounces it around, kicks it up to his skate, and flips it over to Nash. Nash missed that bouncing pass. There's a quick wrister from the sidewall that Blaha stops and holds, and we'll have a face-off off to his right-hand side. T-Birds change. Out comes Geddes with Weston, Shaw and Mueller back on the back end. And there'll be 20 seconds to go here in this 4-on-4 before the T-Birds ratchet up the power play one more time. Here comes Shaw now. He's got Weston up the middle, and he flips one 15 feet in the air for icing. Weston had a step on his guy, and I think the puck just rolled on him at the last second there. Out comes Alonso out of the box. But Alonso came out a little too soon. They want him to wait for it there. The T-Birds are wise to this. They want to win the puck back and then get Alonso as he flies the zone here. Here comes Shaw. Alonso yells for it, but Shaw had that thing on his backhand. Tough play to make there, the way the puck came off the center. Now Geddes has it. He's pickpocketed there by the Rustlers player, and they come out of the zone, and they'll regroup here. T-Birds are on the power play. Rustlers pick it up, fly one high into the air, into the corner. Shaw goes back, fakes it. He's going to pick that one up and leaves it for Weston. Weston goes cross ice to Geddes. It bounces off his stick right to a Rustler player who chops it off the boards, and the Rustlers pick it up, and they'll have a look and dump it all the way back in. Blaha will hold it there. Shaw holds it in behind the net as the T-Birds all turn and face. Shaw waits for a man to come to him, but hit Alonso in the skates, and that bounced right to a Rustler player. Now Mueller picks that one up. Geddes bumps his man and knocks him down. Looks a little worse for wear. I think he got hit in the throat there, and the Rustler player goes to the bench. Alonso brings it through center, tries to flip one over top of the Rustler player, and then Shaw ends up clipping the Rustler player at the last second there, and he's going to go 2 minutes for tripping, much to the enjoyment of the Ridge Meadows parents immediately to my left. So Clock stops with 8 minutes, 11 seconds to go. Shaw will sit 3 minutes since it's a running clock, and as soon as the puck is dropped, the Rustlers will go on the power play. They got one guy who's going to come out of the penalty box. You can't come out of the box when the play is stopped in a running clock. We can explain that later over beers at the next tournament, but anybody who doesn't quite make sense of that whole thing. Rustlers now on the power play, and all 5 men are out there. They control the puck at the blue line, get it across there. There's a quick shot. Yamamoto lost his stick. He bends over, picks that up as the rest of the T-Birds battle on the far wall. Ohala tries to lift his man's stick. He pokes away at the puck with Anderson. Rustlers come out with it. Anderson whacked his guy in the arm. Now he bumps him in behind the net, and it's 1-on-2. Anderson bumps him again, but the Rustlers come out with the puck, and they bring it across the blue line. That puck may have gone out. No. Now Laux goes back to work, and he's got Ohala with him. He's going to throw on the brakes there. Looks for a man. Now he curls back to the middle, and puck goes out, and he'll hold it there. Laux looks, turns, stops as a couple of Rustlers look to hit him with the puck and dumps it into the zone, and out come the Rustlers. Boys leak them to the side, and now they come up through across the red line. T-Birds give way too much of a gap there at the blue line. Give up the blue line of 15 feet, and that's going to be a good shot from the point. Puck comes up to the center. There's a quick pass to the sidewall. Another pass up to the middle. Ohala blocked that one and went high up in the air, well over the net. Hit some venting there. Came down the netting in front of the Zamboni, and we'll have a face-off over to the right-hand side of Laha. Minute 24 to go in the T-Bird penalty. Full changes now as Schleusner comes out with Warham, McGarriger, and Childers. That one's ripped around the boards by Schleusner after the face-off win. And the Rustlers regroup and send it there. Childers steps in front of a long pass. Now battles away on the boards, goes back to Schleusner. Warham's got that one. He holds it. Chili peppers one down onto the goaltender. That one bounced once or twice. As the Rustlers gain speed through the neutral zone and bring it across. McGarriger picks up his guy. They try to go in front of the net. That's blocked by Schleusner, and then Schleusner picks up the loose puck and gets it up to Childers. Now he gets it over to McGarriger. McGarriger one-hands that one across the blue line. And Ridge Meadows will bring it in behind the net. Same play as last time. Come up the right-hand side. They cut across the blue line. Couple of Rustlers stopped at the line. Now one more try. Warren pokes that one away, gets it up to Alonso. He whiffs on the first one and then can't pick it up from there. Now the puck bounces around. Warren finally gets a hold of that one, tries to drive it up the boards where 4 guys are standing. Bounces out to McGarriger, and McGarriger dumps it down the ice. Goes to the bench, and out comes Moran. 6 seconds remain in the power play for the Rustlers as they bring it out of their own zone. Now both teams at even strength as Alonso picks off that pass and slides it over to Warham. Warham gets it up to Moran. Moran kicks it up to his feet. Warham joins the rush. He'll be the first guy in to pick it out of the corner. He takes a bump, leaves it for Weston, who dumped it into Moran, who's promptly hit from behind by 2 guys. Moran pops right back up and is on the back check as Weston waits at the blue line for his man to come in. He pushes his man off to the side, and the puck squirts out to Schleusner. He goes up the glass. Weston picks that one off and then falls. Rustlers pick it up again and take it down into the corner. There's a quick stop. Moran battles away in there, and Schleusner leaves him to the outside. Schleusner poke checks him once or twice. Now Weston picks it up and taps it off the boards, and that's going to go straight to the Rustler goaltender. Weston thinks better of giving him a poke, twists around, and he'll head straight to the bench. Four minutes, 10 seconds to go here. 7-0 lead. No goals in the third period to speak of as McGarriger leans in to take the draw here. He's got Mueller in behind him and Shaw over to the other side. Wins the draw. Mueller picks it up there. He wrists one and hits a shin pad in front. Bounces straight over to Shaw. Shaw puts it back to Mueller. Mueller goes cross ice. Another 6-inch high pass right there that Geddes can't quite corral, and it bounced off and away come the Rustlers. T-Birds tend to be in love with this sauce pass and it comes from all the positions right now. where a flat pass would do, probably not. The girls, I think, like the sauce passes a little more than the flat ones. So the boys, they like to go with the sauce. Only problem is they're not always the easiest ones to connect on. All right, McGarriger leans in here, takes the draw, wins it back to Shaw. Shaw slides one right along the ice, hits Mueller right on the tape, and that one's dumped in, but looked like he gained the red line there, but Mueller tried to push it in. One linesman called it off, the other linesman called it icing. Referee goes over and he tries to figure out what the two guys are doing. I don't know if it was the one that fell down. Oh, now the linesman shakes his head because he knows he just wants to keep the play moving so he can get back in the warm ref room there. Shaw grabbed that one, had his stick lifted and stolen from him. He battles away with his guy and takes the puck back. Now he's bumped. Puck comes out to the blue line. Geddes chips it out over top of a sliding Rustler defender. Now Mueller steps up and he backhands one up the boards. Klink goes to work there. He takes a bump for his efforts. Doesn't even have the puck. And through the neutral zone comes the Rustler defender. He tries to cut to the middle and Shaw cuts him off at that spot. Good clearance there by Mueller to get it up to Klink. Bounces it off, the Rustlers bounce it off the boards and bring it up the outside. They stop at the line. O'Hala picks that one up. He looks for friends. He pounds it off the boards to nothing but red jerseys standing there. Now Nash torments his guy on the side wall. O'Hala tried to come in and scoop that one up. The Rustlers are pretty keen to that play now. They sent two guys after him at the same time. Nash tried to poke check there, but missed his guy. And then the Rustlers dump it in behind the net. Minute 38 to go. Yamamoto up to Laux. Laux looks for Nash. That goes through a couple of feet off a skate blade. And the linesman calls off the icing there, saying it hit the foot, and that'll make it all very legal. Boys looking to finish up the round robin here with a 7-0 victory. Anderson takes that off of the sideboards and flops it up to Laux. Laux tries to go through his guy, then he's hit from the side, then Nash fires one up his backside there. And it's controlled on the boards by O'Hala. He takes a bump. Nash gets it back to Yamamoto, but he'd already fled the zone and was 5 feet outside the line. Yamamoto gets it in behind the net as the T-Birds go for a change. Out comes Moran with Childers and Weston. Weston waves at that Rustler on his way by, and Childers bumps his man, and there's a high stick off, but Moran picks that up. Now Anderson tries to chop it out, but it doesn't go anywhere. Anderson in behind the net, he takes a bump. Rustler's a little more physically active now that they're down a touchdown. They certainly weren't like that when the score was close. Referee wisely blows the whistle to make sure that no funny stuff happens here at the end of the game. Anderson makes his way to the bench, so does Yamamoto, and out comes Schlusner with Shaw. Now Childers has that one, has it knocked away. That was a good quick shot there. Blaha made the save, and that'll end the game. A 7-0 victory helps the T-Birds. They're going to capture first place in the B pool of the Richmond Midget Tournament here. And we'll play sometime tomorrow morning, probably either 8:15 or 8:30. 8:15 says Mr. Childers down there. He's got a handle on it. We've got to be, this team's got to be one of the top 2 or 3 seeds. There's a couple of undefeated teams in the other pools too. I know Alaska had won their games. We would definitely take it on the strength of the goals for and against tally here. Real good job by the T-Birds of clamping it down in the third period and taking the victory 7-0. This is a bit of redemption for the T-Birds, seeing as they lost to this same Ridge Meadows crew about, maybe 3 weeks ago, 3-2. That was a much more spirited game than this one was. Once the T-Birds had got up 3 or 4, the Ridge Meadows guys couldn't really generate much of an attack. A lot of possession on the outside of the outside of the rink, but couldn't quite get anything into a good position to put the puck in the net. And then anytime they did get a chance, Vlaha was standing there waiting for them, fully square to the shooter. Real good, solid effort on his part, and he'll take home the shutout for his efforts here today. Boys are now going to line up on the blue line as we await the MVPs of the game. Alonso had himself a hat trick. Ohala had a couple of goals. Nice. Very nice. Bradford is the only one I would count out on this. He didn't play. He did a hell of a job opening the penalty bench, but I don't see him taking home the MVP. This kid in the red helmet might have been changing the lines. I'm not too sure on our side. The MVP for the Ridge Meadows Rustlers is their goaltender. Faced a lot of shots today. He made a lot of key saves. And the MVP on the Seattle side with the hat trick, number 19, Andrew Alonso. He takes home a free pizza and a lanyard, something that he can show off back at the Bonnie Lake High School. He can attach his ID to that, and I hear all the kids really like these lanyards. So we'll be back live tomorrow morning, 8:15, for a game against probably wild card number 2. The wild card number 2, not quite sure who that's going to be. These games all got to finish up. For the, they're right near the end here of all of them, but that, for those of you scoring at home, that's going to be the 8th place team. The top 2 teams in each one of these pools make it in, and then 2 wild cards after that. So I would expect to see a team that's probably 2-2, or maybe 1-2 and a tie. But we will we'll play whoever they put in front of us tomorrow morning at 8:15.
We apologize in advance for the bad Wi-Fi that's going to be over.
Oh, we got a little hot spot. Yeah, tomorrow could be a rough one. It could be a radio broadcast only, as the Wi-Fi and the hotspot usage over at the Minoru Arena isn't quite as good as it was for this one. So from the Coliseum here in Richmond, final score, Seattle T-Birds 7, Ridge Meadows Rustlers 0. We'll see you all tomorrow.